Okay.
Wendy, wake up.
Eddie, is that you?
No, it's me. It's Frank.
Oh, Frank. The door was open. I didn't think Graham would mind.
I'm sure he won't. What are you doing here?
Looking for Stephen, but he just ran out of steam. And the door was open. Have you listened to the radio? I thought I heard him on the radio before.
All over the valley. Don't you get that? This isn't some abstract thing. Whatever came down into the tower has got out. They've quarantined the whole valley.
It's right here in the observatory.
It's out in the world. It's adapting and spreading. Do you understand? Come on, you stupid bastard. It's not now, come on. God damn bloody thing! Jesus! Come on, not now! Jesus, come on, you bastard! Start, you bastard! Come on! Ah!
Stephen? Stephen, are you here? It's your mother. Answer me. Stephen! What have you done, Stephen? Oh, Kate.
Again.
There must be a logic to the pattern. It's shifting in response to me. It's alive. It's the only explanation.
I messed up, Frank, but I'd done my time. They shouldn't keep on punishing me.
Some folk won't let go, Reese, and they've got nothing better to do than to poke their noses into other people's business. There's nothing you can do about it, son.
I'm doing a good job. I'm working hard. I swear, Mrs. Graves thinks I'll start nicking stuff if she turns her back for a second.
Liz is all right. She's one of the good ones.
Yeah, well, she's not exactly honest with her husband about what she gets up to.
None of that. You're angry about people judging you. Don't be so fast to judge others.
I'm sorry, Frank.
Keep your gob shut, your nose clean, and your head down. Do you think you can manage that?
Gob, nose, head. Got it.
And steer clear of that Rachel girl. If I've seen you two making eyes at each other, then so's her dad. And you don't want Sam Baker coming round after you. Now, pass me that socket spanner and we'll see if we can get this wheel back on.
Stephen, where's Kate? Are you here? Stephen? I can hear the planes. It's the government coming to rescue us. You can come out now. It's all gonna be all right. I can hear the jets coming. It's like when Eddie came home. It's like your dad coming home again. I'm here. I'm down here. This way.
Well, I guess that was the end of Wendy. pretty. Sure exactly where we're going. Supposed to follow that light. We've already gone this way earlier. Well, I didn't go through that fence, so. Okay.
Can you see the observatory from there?
That's over the ridge, just past the windmill. You want to live near the station in case you need a quick getaway?
Something like that. So you and Steven, I'm sensing there's not a lot of love lost there, huh?
That's between him, me, and the cows.
You're gonna have to explain that one for me.
It's nobody else's business. Look, you seem all right to me. You don't want to worry about that lot in the village.
Provided I'm left alone, I'm happy. Steven's the one who likes to be at the center of things.
No change there, then.
Francis Appleton. You are a bad man. No wonder your sister won't talk to you.
So, supposed to go back this way, I assume. Where did my light go?
Under the microscope, you could see how the light was following the cellular structure of its wings. The neural simplicity of the insects seems to prevent a full-blown infestation, so there's none of the hemorrhaging I'm seeing in the birds. But Stephen's wrong. This isn't an attack. It's a byproduct of the attempt to communicate. It's getting smarter. It's learning as it adapts. I'm confident of a breakthrough soon.
Breaker 9, call in on 9. This is Lost Cowboy looking for anyone out there. Hello? Breaker 19. Breaker Travelin' Sherlock. Charlie, you out there? Over. Hello?
My family, my wife and kids. You know perfectly well what you've got to do. I can't do it. Don't ask me to do it. You're asking me to sign their death warrant. My own family.
Damn it, don't you think I'm aware of that? I'll still be here when you drop the fucking stuff.
No.
Don't you lecture me about sacrifice, you spineless little shit.
Stupid bastards!
If you're so full of ideas, you come here and try dealing with it. Tell them the time when we had a choice is over. Tell them to do it. You've got to do it now.
3 people. 3 people watching the stream, so hello. This is Everybody's Gone to Rapture. Kind of a mystery story-based game. Feel free to say hi. So everyone's gone in the town. Nobody really knows why. And so you just kind of follow this light around and look for clues to find out.
Once he thought I could cope with knowing. Can I ever repay you for what you did?
She was a good woman, Frank.
The best.
You should come back to church. Back to the community. You're missed.
I hate him, Father. I can't get down on my knees and pretend otherwise. And I don't understand why you don't hate him too.
I try my hardest not to, Frank. Goes against the job description somewhat. Faith is the assurance of things hoped for. The conviction of things not seen. We have to trust him. Even when his methods are hidden from view. Maybe see you on Sunday.
I hung up on Stephen. He doesn't understand. Even if he were here to experience it directly, I'm still not sure he would. There has to be a way of consolidating, of offering reciprocal amplification to this signal.
Absolutely no idea where the light went, so it's kind of hard to follow it when it disappears on you. But I assume it will make an appearance at some point. Hopefully. Or else I really have no idea where I'm supposed to go.
There you go.
Oh, thanks, Frank. Let's get it out of the way. I don't know what happened. It just died on me.
Give it another go.
Trying it as well. Robert's taken the other car into town. I wish he'd get back. He promised me that he'd be back this morning.
You think he's off on another bender?
Oh, I can't police him all the time, Frank. He's not a child.
What's going on, Lizzie?
Nothing.
You're seeing Stephen again, aren't you? You two can't keep pithering on like this. If Robert hasn't already worked it out, he soon will.
Oh, not if he carries on drinking the way he is. Shit. Pardon my French, but bloody shitting thing, why won't it start?
Come on, I'll give you a lift.
See the light out in the distance, but I've been led astray by this light before. It could potentially just have me running around in circles. Like I'm walking toward it, it is going that way. But we're gonna check this out over here.
Frank, for God's sake, stop!
Keep back, you bastard. I know what you've done.
Where's Lizzie? Where is she? I've got to find her.
You stay away. Someone's got to warn them. Someone's got to stop it.
You can't stop it. You have to understand. You hate me, I get that. But if we don't do this, it's not just the valley, it's everything, Frank. It's all gone.
You're talking bollocks.
You can't stop it! Jesus!
You take one step closer, I'll bash your bloody skull in, I swear to God.
All right, I'm going. But if you see Lizzie, tell her to get out. There's still time. Please, Frank. For her, not me.
If you're that bloody caring, you can save her yourself.
Don't you get it? I have to stay. Someone has to be here to confirm that everyone is dead.
Oh yeah, that's not depressing at all. Okay, the light came over here somewhere. Which, this is exactly where I was earlier. Looks like I'm going over to this house. Even though I'm not sure how I get to the... How do I get there? Can I walk through here? No. Oh, here we go. I don't know how I missed that.
How's your sister, Frank?
We've not spoken since the funeral.
Ah, I see. Well, listen, I did rather wonder if you might do me a bit of a favor and check in on her, see if she's all right.
Dr. Wade, if they dropped the bomb, there'd be no left but cockroaches and Wendy Boyles.
It's a bit odd, really. There's an old chap, John Coles, regular visitor at Lakeside, went walkabout sometime last night. Now it appears Mrs. Boughton has done the same.
Enid? Well, that'd be clever. They amputated her leg last spring.
Yes, that's the thing. I've also got a surgery full of people with nosebleeds and headaches. The council are saying influenza, but I've been practicing for 35 years and I'm not convinced. I just wondered if you might pop by and see her.
Even if I did, do you really think she'd let me in?
Fine. Forget it. I'll see her. Leave it to me. Oh, and Frank, call the hospital and get them to collect all this stuff. It's been 8 months.
Okay. What a mess. I heard a beeping. Usually that means there is a radio around. What, a taped broadcast message? I just can't seem to find the darn thing. I definitely don't see it in the kitchen. I see a toaster, that's not helpful. Engine. Bathroom? No. Okay, let's just go this way. If I can. Yep.
It's bloody England. You can't just stop the train, stop people travelling about the place. I don't like it, Frank. I don't like it at all.
Well, nobody likes it. No sense sweating cobs over it.
Folk all riled about it, giving me grief. I didn't stop the bloody trains, did I? And did they give me any warning? No, they bloody didn't. Yesterday, it's all like keep 'em calm, Howard, minor disruptions, and today it's all government edicts and not until further notice, and you'll manage. Half the village has vanished.
It's a couple of people. It's hardly half the village.
Oh, right now. But you forget, I've seen things. I was in the Falklands. I tell you, I got out the old air raid siren to test it this morning.
Air raid siren. What on earth are you going to do with one of those?
I found it in the station storeroom. Took it home, stuck it under the bed. Thought it might be worth something one day. Oh, damn it.
It's all right. It's just a nosebleed. Here, here's my Yankee. It's clean.
Oh, thanks, Frank, thanks. Been getting like a bloody train all day.
Well, I'm just guessing that I have to walk up this way. I may have already come this way. I have no idea. hear radio. And I'm guessing that radio is back that way. I meant on the broadcasting. Oh. I hear a radio. I just don't see said radio. What? No, don't worry about it.
Hello, Miss Graham.
Morning, Frank.
You look a little out of breath. What's up?
Bloody observatory gates have failed. I came to see if I could borrow a ladder.
Bloody hell, there's a 12-foot drop the other side of that wall.
I'm old, but I'm not useless, no. Can I borrow the ladder?
No one said you were useless. Reese?
Aye, Frank?
Fetch Graham the ladder, will you, lad? It's round the side of the barn.
Will do.
And you be careful. I don't want Stephen Appleton coming mithering round here because you've broken your neck. Hi! I want to word with you.
Jesus, what the bloody hell are you doing?
What are you up to?
Get out of my way. This is important.
You've been with Lizzie. You mess with her, I'll knock your bloody block off,
I
son.
need to track the pattern. It's critical.
What are you talking about, Stephen? People are sick. Birds are dying. My cows are dead. Where's Kate?
Set up at the tower for all I know. I could recalibrate the radial coordinates on the primary oscillators. If that holds up...
Stephen, where's Kate? What's going on?
Just keep out of my way!
never mentioned anything about them sickening yesterday.
I checked them last night on the way back, and they were fine. I woke up this morning and the whole lot had gone. Tell me, Charlie, have you heard any birds today?
Well, I've not really been paying any attention.
That sister of mine reckons they're dropping out the sky all round the Wrekin. And Dr. Wade reckons there's sick folk all over the village.
Meg said not to bother trying to get deliveries out. Said the quarantine in the whole valley. I reckon it's best we just sit it out. It'll all come right, Frank.
This'll all come right?
Yeah, right. I am sorry about your cows, Frank. But when things settle down, they'll see you all right. There's got to be provision for this sort of thing.
You want to listen to the radio more? Things don't seem like they're settling down at all. I tell you, Charlie, something big is happening.
Really wish that I could move at a faster pace. I have air raid sirens.
Got the telescope up and running again, but the pattern has burnt itself onto the lens. It's soaking up light and radiation, but not routing it anywhere, so I can only guess that it's using it as an energy source in its attempts to communicate. It needs more power. I wonder if I could boost the reception by using multiple towers.
Okay. I just have to figure out how to get up to that windmill. Oh, look how convenient. A path. I feel like I'm about to be bombed to death.
My name is Frank Jacob Appleton. And if you're listening to this, then maybe Stephen was right. And by sending the planes, he stopped it all getting worse. It's a beautiful morning. I wasn't there when Mary died. I was too scared. So I went to the pub instead. What will be, Frank, she said. And I just want you to face it with me. And I didn't. But I will now. I will face it with you now, Mary. They're coming.
Graves! Lizzie, Mrs. Graves!
Rachel? Hey, what on earth's going on?
It's been awful. The thunder and the lightning and all the power went out and everyone was in the hall, so I told them all to stay put. But then Sean Davis said he wasn't going to be told what to do by a stupid bloody girl and went out for a cigarette. And then didn't come back. And then Di, she went out after him and she didn't come back either.
Where's Dylan? Was he with Sean and Di?
No, I'd be looking after him. Do you think they'll come back?
I don't know, Rachel.
I don't care what anyone thinks. I just know if he was my baby, I could never leave him. Even if the whole world was coming to an end, I'd make sure he came first.
You'd be a good mum, Rachel. Oh, don't worry. It's fine. Go back inside and tell everyone that they're doing a great job. A really wonderful job. I just got a few things to finish up here, and then I'll come in and join you.
Right.
Go on.
You can't save them. Just pack a case and meet me at the station.
They've closed the lines. Weren't you listening to the radio? Because of the flu.
There is no flu, Lizzie.
Oh, Christ, Stephen, I'm not stupid. Of course there's no flu. But the stations are still closed.
There's an access footpath that runs alongside the main tunnel. You can get out that way. They won't have thought of it.
You know what's going on, don't you?
You can't use the phone anymore.
Well, like you're not using one right now.
Funny. Listen. Just don't use the phone after this. No TV or radio either. It can hide in the signal.
You make it sound like it's alive.
I don't think we have a word for what it is. Just promise me. Don't tell anyone. Pack quietly. Meet me at the station tomorrow, all right?
I feel awful lying and leaving all these people here.
It was a brilliant idea about the show. Top marks for that, you clever thing. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow.
This is a public service announcement from Haverton District Council Emergency Measures Committee. Road and rail closures are being implemented to help contain the outbreak of influenza. Please remain calm and indoors. Local community leaders, head teachers, scoutmasters, and members of the clergy will act as your representatives during this period. But be sure to report any symptoms of illness.
Shipley, I want a word with you. What? Get over here, soft lad, and keep your voice down. Do you know who I am?
Yeah? You work for Meg Holloway?
Charlie Tate. You can call me Charlie.
What's this about, Charlie?
Rachel Baker.
What about her?
Oh, come on, son. I wasn't born yesterday. Are you looking to get your head kicked in?
She's 16. She's not a kid.
You try telling her dad that. He'll bloody kill you.
I love her, though. You can't stop love.
I'm not telling you to stop anything. Just be careful, that's all.
So I'm going into the trailer.
Don't touch it. It's fine.
It's like a sunburn, but it's a funny shape. Is it sore?
I can't feel it at all. Don't fuss over
I
it.
can't believe that you left Kate there. Why won't you tell me what happened?
She's probably not even noticed I've gone.
Ah.
It's really nothing.
You're lying. Don't lie to me.
Fine. We had a row. She'll work all night anyway.
Stephen, listen to me. Was there an accident? Is that how your face got burnt?
It's nothing. Something, I don't know. Just got a bit shaken up and then we fought. She wanted to stay and collect more data.
Was she burnt as well? Is everything all right?
Jesus, Liz, are you sleeping with me or her? She's fine, we're both fine. I don't want to talk about her. I came here to see you.
I just worry...
Well, don't. Come to bed.
Hello. I'm glad to have watchers. I've never broadcasted a game before, so it's pretty exciting. And this is the strangest game to broadcast, I think.
Just been on the radio that they're closing the roads. Something about the flu?
No one here has flu, Sean. There's no flu here. I overheard Mrs. Graves, and she said another family of Upton left. She said they must have left last night, but their car and all their stuff's still here.
Screw this day. There's 15 people Upton left in 2 days. I don't like it.
It's
Where's the
definitely
baby?
going okay.
Asleep in the
I mean, I'm
caravan.
getting through this game. How are
Sean,
you?
I don't want to sit around here waiting for it to get worse. I reckon if we leave now, we can get out of the valley before they get their acts together and close the roads.
You think so?
Yeah, we can go the back roads. Through the woods. I'll leave some money on the side for Mrs. Graves. You know her husband isn't back yet either.
He's a boozer, right? That's what I've heard. That's her problem anyway.
Don't be unkind, Sean.
Come on, let's go and get Dylan.
I hear a beeping, which means that there has to be a radio nearby. Really hate that because I will hear it and then I don't see the radio. Oh, there we go. There it is.
I don't even care that he was screwing her. What made me angry was that he treated me like I was too stupid to notice. I dreamed through the light storm, and see the pattern dancing on his skin as he burns, I wake up with eyes full of liquid light. I'm going to concentrate all 5 remaining towers on the same point in the sky. If it is establishing conduits for communication, that should create a jump in bandwidth.
Are you saying hi?
I think it was instant. I know that's no help.
Can you leave me alone?
She's 7.
There was nothing we could do. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, Pet.
It's definitely going okay.
Rachel, I'm sorry.
How is yours going? It's a cold Saturday. Let's see. Can I get in there? Yes. Reception hall. Yes, I have 4 kings. I definitely play in the casino a lot. Probably one of my favorite places to be. Unfortunately, I think that the gambling games take over my my actual game time. But I'm learning to try to rectify that.
And you found it like this?
Yeah. I got into the habit of checking in first thing in the morning just to make sure he's
Definitely.
had his pills.
Mr. Coles is not a well man, Elizabeth. It's entirely possible he upped and wandered off. If
I know
things
they have a lot
progressed,
of blackjack
mind can be a
tournaments going
fragile
on
thing,
right
you know?
now, which is
It's just not very like him,
kinda
that's all I'm saying, Doctor. He never misses the mid-morning bingo.
He didn't smoke, did he?
Not that I knew of.
There's a funny... It's like ash.
I don't know how much longer I have in this game, or, if I'm going to play it to completion.
It's not like
but we'll
cigarette
see.
ash. Strange.
Dr. Wade, there's just been a phone call. We're needed back at the village. Apparently Mrs. Barton has disappeared.
I'll look for you as soon as I get done with this game, whenever that may be. Not really sure where I'm supposed to go now.
It's quite something, isn't it? Yeah, it is. You ever seen anything like it? They must be well happy at the observatory place. They're probably all partying there right now. This is right, boss. It is. Right. That's me. Short leash. Kids up half a night, bloody teething. Missus will kill me if I'm gone too long. Good night, mate. Night.
Oh, he threw a cigarette down and it's on the ground. Remnants of the people that were here. I don't know what this building is. It's locked. At least on that end. Okay. Interesting. Too bad I can't paint. Although it's raining, so oh, that would probably work out too well. Okay, light. There we go.
You shouldn't be smoking, you know. Not in your condition.
It's Stephen's fault. He got me started again.
I'm not going to try and stop you, but the weather's looking pretty rough. There's a storm coming.
That's what Stephen said. He said he'll meet me, but there's things he has to do first. He seems to think that all of this is connected to him. I don't know. I'm going anyway, whether he comes or not.
I'm assuming Stephen has thought of a way through the quarantine.
Oh, he's clever. You can't give him that.
Do you trust him, though?
Well, I love him. So I'd hope that was good.
Listen, I'm getting people together at the village hall, rounding up stragglers, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I've got all the campers together here, doing a show. Peter Pan. The kids love it. It'll take their minds off things. Hey, did you see that?
Wow. Okay. Dead bird. Like, what I want to know is how long ago did this happen? Because, you know, this barbecue pit still
This is a
smoldering.
public service announcement from Haverton District Council Emergency Measures Committee. Road and rail closures are being implemented to help contain the outbreak of influenza. Please remain calm and indoors. Local community leaders, head teachers, scoutmasters, and members of the clergy will act as your representatives during this period. Be sure to report any symptoms of illness.
I'm not sure I'm going the right way at all.
Hi, this is Kate Collins and Stephen Appleton. Leave a message.
Stephen, it's me. I'm leaving. I've waited as long as I can. If you are there to meet me, I'm leaving for the station now, but I am going anyway, whether you're there or not. I love you. Please be there. I love you.
Do I have a boyfriend? How old are you, Antoine? Yeah, that would be the most important question. I'm not going to... Oh, okay. I'm going to guess by that response that you're pretty young, and I am far too old for you. Alright, well, I think I've already gone that way, so I need to, I guess, go back this way. Yes, I know, but I don't know how old you are.
This is a public service announcement from Haverton District Council Emergency Measures Committee. Road and rail closures are being implemented to help contain the outbreak of influenza. Please
We're not even really talking at the moment, if I'm honest with you. I've been sleeping in one of the empty chalets. Otherwise, we just sit there in silence. And then he goes off and pretends he's not drinking from one of his secret little stashes. And I pretend I ain't noticed, and then when we go to bed, it's all I can do not to scream. I don't know why we're still together. Except I do. Still love him.
You remind me of Mary when she was your age. If we'd had a daughter, I'd have been proud if she turned out like you.
You don't have to say that.
Just talk to Robert.
Oh, okay.
Tell him you know he's drinking again. You two can work it out together. I know you can.
I wish I had your faith. I just don't want to be the person who stayed because they were afraid to move. I know you can't dwell on the past. I know that, but sometimes you do just think, don't you? What if the accident hadn't happened? I could have been anywhere right now, rather than stuck here, rehearsing Peter bloody Pan and fixing tumble dryers for the umpteenth time. Oh, Frank, you are an angel.
Don't be daft. You're still young, Lizzie. You got plenty of time to be whoever you want to be. Just don't keep using that leg of yours, or that husband, as an excuse.
Am I funny? I hope I'm funny. You know, we all have to have, you know, some sense of humor in life, right? Okay, Light, where did you go? No, I'm not in the party. Hello to the people watching. I hear another radio somewhere. Well, I'm kind of in the middle of a game here.
I found another dead bird over at the swimming pool.
That's the fourth one this morning. Did you fish it out?
Yeah. Did you get a chance to think about that pay rise?
I'm sorry, Reese. I've been a little bit busy. Oh, Rachel.
Sorry I'm late, Mrs. Graves. I was packing away the tennis things.
Did you check Mr. Cole Shelley again like I asked you to?
He's not back yet.
I haven't seen him either. Do you think he went into town?
Maybe, yeah, something like that.
The Dentons were booked in for a 4:30 tennis session, but they didn't show up. So I went to their chalet. You know, they always take the one near the campfire, but they weren't there either. I think maybe they went into the village for a Hoover bag and might have given Mr. Cole a lift.
A Hoover bag? Why on earth would they do that?
Well, I think maybe Mrs. Denton was hoovering and the bag broke, so they had to get another one. Because there's this dust all over this chalet.
Maybe they turned to dust. Okay, I feel like I've probably missed a lot of things.
This is a public service announcement from Haverton District Council Emergency Measures Committee. Road and rail closures are being implemented to help contain the outbreak of influenza. Please remain calm and indoors. Local community leaders, head teachers, scoutmasters, and members of the clergy will act as your representatives during this period. Be sure to report any symptoms of illness.
Check out this little RV park. Nope, I see a light in the distance, so I'm on the right track. Okay, nothing to be seen here. We'll keep moving on. Nope.
Hello, Catherine.
It's Kate. Elizabeth?
Lizzie. I've heard a lot about you. It's good, you know, you and him. It's not difficult or anything.
Should it be?
I'm sorry?
You said it wasn't difficult. I don't see why it would be difficult. You and Stephen were together a long time ago. He moved away. Certainly isn't difficult for me.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you, or...
Well, I'm not offended. Listen, Elizabeth...
Lizzie, please.
Lizzie. Right. You seem like an okay type of person. And I'm not trying to be rude, I promise. But let's try and be realistic here, huh? Let's, try and do our best. That's a British thing, right?
Yeah, yeah. I suppose it is. We'll do our best, then.
That was a very awkward exchange. I guess that's it for this portion of the RV park. So we're gonna follow the light. Okay, where are you going?
Holidaymakers to the main hall, please. All holidaymakers to the main hall.
This light is definitely hard to follow at times. It's all over the place. But so far, it definitely wants me to go this way for whatever reason. I've already been up this way, so... Okay. I've been in here. Oh, apparently I had to come back in here.
Sleeping baby, darling child, clouds and starlight, starlight, starlight. When you wake, you will be mine. Starlight, sleep and love. Sleeping baby, shadow dust, clouds and starlight. Numbered starlight. When we're called to go, we must. Into starlight. Sleep and love.
See you sleep.
It was just me, or was that like the worst lullaby ever?
I'll be alright. You should get some sleep, Charlie. You look exhausted. That's it. Sleep. Sleep.
guess they're all no more. I would assume that was the moment they all disappeared. Pretty sad. Every time you see kind of this twinkly stuff, you know, that's when you know those particular people are definitely gone. I guess that was their rapture moment. So I don't really know, you know, how far I've progressed in this game. I've noticed that I haven't seen anything about trophies, or, you know, there's no clear markers to kind of tell you, you know, that you're this close or you're that close. So I really have no idea. I just know that I've been playing it for about, maybe over 3 hours? Almost 3 hours? But considering that it's not a super large file, I'm going to assume it's not a very large game, so I would think that I was getting close to the end. And it looks like I'm in a different part now, so yeah.
There's data coming through faster than I can encode it. I've already lost 2 processors. They keep burning out.
Please, I love you. You need to get out of there. It's not safe.
I need you, Stephen. I need you here. I can open the gate manually. I can let
This
you in.
Steven guy, he's definitely a playboy.
No, you don't understand.
From what I've gathered from the story, he's messing with Lizzie and Kate's his wife, and I don't know.
Amplify the signal, and I can't do it on my own. You saw the opportunity. You ran the numbers, remember?
We're responsible for all this. You and me.
It's not just you and me anymore, though, is it?
Jesus, Kate, you're trying to talk to it, aren't you? Kate, you can't.
Stephen, I have to.
Okay, so she's provoking the light, and there's definitely an eerie glow going on here.
It's completely dead. It won't start.
It's only a short walk to the camp. I think we should split up. You go and fetch Rachel. I'll go back to the village and find Evie.
I don't think we should split up.
I don't want to either, Charlie, but we've got to. I'll meet you back at my house later on, okay? We can talk properly then.
Why won't you tell me what happened?
No, actually, you should stay at the camp tonight. Come find me in the morning. Bring Rachel back. She's going to need her mother.
Meg.
Just take care of her.
Meg!
What is it, Charlie?
Nothing. Just be careful, that's all.
I will, I promise. You as well. I'll see you later on.
No, you won't. Light, where do you want me to go? Because I'm thinking the only way to go is this way. Okay, yeah, definitely creepy. I hear phone.
But why on earth are you there? Why aren't you calling from home?
It's hard to explain. I'm having to move around to follow it. When it finds a suitable host, it begins to amplify. Sorry, I'm not making much sense.
They're talking about flu and a quarantine on the radio, but this... I know you're not that kind of doctor, but it all just sounds really weird.
We don't know exactly what it is yet, but it's got something to do with the other night.
Stephen, your face, the mark, do you think you're infected?
It's not a disease, Lizzie. It's something else. There's something Kate said about patterns. I can't grasp it clearly yet.
Okay, come over. Have some lunch. We can talk properly. Have you spoken with Kate?
She's locked herself in the observatory. She's buried in the data. But it's already out here in the world. I need to see how it adapts.
How what adapts? Stephen, try to explain.
Time's up. Lizzie, listen. Be ready. I need to go. It's moving again. I'll call you later.
Okay, I'm going to guess that I'm near the end of the game. I'm gonna go check this out. Yes, I see light.
Do you think she'll like it?
It's in an awful state, Stephen. I don't think
It'll be an
she'll...
adventure. It'll mean putting down roots here, maybe a family.
Are you sure she wants children? What, to stay here? It's not her place, you know.
Don't start that again, please.
I mean, she's ambitious, love, and she's, well, older. She's not going to want to stay cooped up at home looking after the kids.
Is that how you felt about me?
Oh, stop it, Stephen. That's not what I meant, and you know it.
It is what she meant,
you
Stephen.
should make a choice. If it's a family you want, well, you know how much Lizzie wants a family.
Jesus, Mum, I didn't come here for marriage guidance. I just asked what you thought about a fucking house.
Stephen, Appleton language.
Sorry, it's just that you have to understand, Kate is the most brilliant, extraordinary, wonderful person I've ever known. She's like no one else. The way she looks at things. It's like she has whole worlds inside her head. I don't think you or anyone really understands that.
I guess except when you were having an affair with your ex, Lizzie? I don't suspect I'll find much of anything in these rooms. Nope. That very creepy, hazy sky. And I just saw the light over here. Another radio somewhere. I hear it.
Physical changes are evident. Although the butterfly burn is now faded, I can clearly see the change in my pores up close. As I record these words, I can feel myself hearing them as if for the first time, as if I'm both speaker and listener simultaneously. I am a scientist. I can only deal with the evidence I have. And this points in one simple direction. It's not in the observatory. It's in me.
Lots of dead birds on the ground.
Kate, can you hear me? Kate, can you hear me? Listen, I'm trying to make things right. I've isolated myself. I'm in the old bunker at the substation. Just keep this band clear. If you're still alive, I'll try and check in every hour. Kate, I've convinced them to use the gas. I didn't know how else to stop it. I couldn't save them. Kate, it's in us, too. I've made arrangements for myself after the strike, after I finish the job. You need to think of that, too. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry about it all.
Alright, Light, where are we going? So I guess I don't understand. He said they made arrangements to drop gas bombs, I guess, but... there are no bodies? Yeah, I would say that it's good. It's definitely not your average game. It's not very complicated. It's more of a, progressive story.
No phones, you know the protocol. That doesn't matter now. It's figured out how to circumvent the telecommunications blackout. What? I didn't think it could. Kate understood. She saw how adaptable it was. How smart.
Jesus Christ, you're talking about it like it's alive.
You have to assume that everyone here is infected.
We can't know that.
We're infected. It's killed all the birds, and now it's in us. It's trying to leave the valley any way it can. The quarantine is not enough. You've got to remove the carriers. You've got to cut off its energy source, its food.
I've already told you, Stephen, I'm not going to order an airstrike.
You have to. Now it knows we're onto it. It's going to keep on spreading as fast as it can.
The quarantine and blackout will hold it in check. They've cut all of the phones out of the valley, so it's only you communicating.
I would say this is more...
It's figured out ways around it. Radio
just,
waves, something. All of the lines are cut, but the phones are
more of a
anyway.
progressive story, as you just...
You've done all the right
really,
things.
the most thing that you do is just kind of walk around. Aside from that, there's really nothing you know, to solve or unlock. I mean, the story just kind of progresses as you walk around and you hit these certain points by following this light. So far, everyone's gone, so everything we're kind of hearing and seeing is things that have already happened. Like, their energy is still there, but they're not there.
If you're so full of ideas, you come here and try dealing with it.
I mean, I guess it doesn't kind of make sense because your character is obviously here. And everyone else is supposed to be dead. And there's no bodies. Although you see the bodies of dead birds laying around. Which I find to be kind of strange. Because there are no human bodies. And I don't know exactly how kind of flying in the sea, a bug kind of buzzing around a barbecue area. So I guess then magically life reappears, but not all of these people. I mean, I don't really understand it. It's an interesting concept, I suppose. And it looks like I've lost the light. So I'm not sure that I'm going in the right direction. But I assume that I'll find it again. Oh, there we go. Alright, going to this house now.
You look well.
I don't. But thank you. You too. How are you settling in?
Nothing changes around here. I mean, it's great to be back. It still feels like home, I suppose. In a funny kind of way.
It's been a long time, Stephen. Last time you saw me, I could still walk properly.
You look pretty good to me.
Stop it.
For what it's worth, I'm sorry about how things worked out.
Or didn't.
Or didn't, right.
Do you think you made a mistake leaving?
My mum tells me it's never too late to change things. To put things right.
Funny. It's just what she said to me the other day. I have been wondering what she meant by that.
That's embarrassing. Sorry.
Maybe I should go.
Why?
Stephen, we're both married. I don't think this is a good idea.
What isn't? We're just two old friends having a drink, that's all.
Uh-huh. Sure you aren't. So it seems that when kind of these stories unfold, these memories or whatever you want to call them, they're not exactly in order. I've noticed that they're just kind of, the timeline is all over the place. And I've lost the light again. Yeah, and you can see dead birds. Another interesting game that's not, I mean, it's even less interactive than this one, but it kind of sucks you in, is Dear Esther. And it takes about an hour to get through that game. It's not very long. I don't know how much it's currently going for on PSN, but if it's a lot, I would say don't buy it. Yeah, you can't run at all. They prevent you from running for whatever reason. Walking, yeah, it's slow. And I don't know if that's maybe to make the game last longer. It's very much the same thing in Dear Esther. Dear Esther is, you know, a lot less interactive. There's really nothing you can interact with in that game. It's more of an experience than a game. Whereas this, at least you can kind of click on some things and you feel like there's some actual gameplay there. But yes, running cannot do, walking terribly slow. You've just kind of got to go through it at a snail's pace. Oh, and the soundtrack to Dear Esther, I mean, it's really good. This one's really good as well, and I think they're both made by the Chinese Room, so same kind of, same company. I'll probably do a broadcast of that, maybe after this. My timer, I know that I got disconnected from Wi-Fi a couple of times, so I can't really keep track of how long I've been playing this game, but if I had to guess, I would say that it's probably been at least 3 hours now. I don't think the game is terribly long, so I would imagine that this is probably going to come to an end at least in the next 45 minutes to an hour or so. This one should be over. And then I think I'm going to go ahead and play Dear Esther. It's really beautiful. It's a short game, but for me it was worth the experience because I just don't have the patience for a lot of video games today. There's just too much to do.
There's no trains. I've put up a sign.
The tunnel, Howard, is it closed?
I think so. I don't like it. It's not right at all.
Stop whining. It doesn't help anyone. Did you know you're bleeding?
Oh, it's this headache. It's just killing me. I haven't had a nosebleed like this since I was a kid.
But you've not been to the village?
No, I've been here the last couple of days, or at home. I've only spoken to Clive at the AMC
Well,
on the phone.
definitely do that. As soon as I finish this one up, I will put on Dear Esther. It is beautiful. I've already beat that game. Like I said, it doesn't take long. But I will make sure to show you how to get all the trophies.
What do you mean, direct contact? Stephen!
Alright. And I think the light wants to go here. Or it's going to take me back. Okay. This gets a little confusing at times. It kind of moves one direction, then moves back another direction, and I have no idea what it wants me to do. Oh, Emo Gamer. Okay, so have you played this game before? Or at least watched a walkthrough or something? Am I close to the end? Yes, I will say the graphics are definitely amazing.
What do you want me to say? You knew what you were getting into.
Really?
Well, I'm sorry we don't measure up to your exacting standards, Dr. Collins. Maybe you just need to give us ordinary humans a break.
What? Ordinary humans like Lizzie Graves? Did you really think that I wouldn't find out? Frank told me. Or did you forget there's one person in this shithole who actually talks to me?
Kate, it was just a drink.
Don't bother, Stephen!
Oh, for Christ's sake. Kate, slow down.
You were engaged to her, Stephen. You nearly married her.
Oh, come on, it was just a drink.
Then why the hell did you lie to me about it?
Because I knew you'd be mad and then it would end up in a row. You wanted to focus on the event tonight.
Oh, so you were actually doing me a favor. Wow, I guess I just forgot to say thank you. Do not treat me like I'm an idiot.
You're overreacting. I know you're stressed.
Just don't. You keep away from
Okay, so Dave, you've only played about a half hour of the game, is what you're saying?
Kate. Kate, come on, this is crazy.
Of this game? mean, I really wish there was like some way of knowing, you know, how much longer I have to go. Well, I'm trying not to roam around too much. I just kind of want to get to the ending, see how it goes. Because I am utterly confused at this point, like really what's going on.
All over the valley. Don't you get that? This isn't some abstract thing. Whatever came down into the tower has got out. They've quarantined the whole valley.
It's right here in the observatory.
It's out in the world. It's adapting and spreading. Do you understand?
No, we can't turn it away. It's come too far.
Kate, people are disappearing. Shut it down now.
No! If you won't help me, I'll do it on my own. I'm gonna route all the power back through Tower 6.
Kate!
Wait. It's trying to break through again.
Wait!
It's aliens. Well, yeah, I figured I would do that when I wasn't broadcasting, because I wasn't sure how long the game was. You know, if it's 6 hours, I don't want somebody to sit and watch 6 hours of gameplay, you know, especially if you're just trying to see what the game's all about, determine whether or not you want to play it yourself. I feel like even if I know how a game's going to end, because before I bought Dear Esther, like, I knew, you know, what the game was about, I knew kind of the whole thing, but I still purchased it because I enjoyed it. I thought it was really pretty. I've played it multiple times. It's really quick to get through, even if you do kind of roam around and look at things. One reviewer had said something about it taking like a couple of hours to get through Dear Esther. I don't even see how that's possible, even if you did kind of walk around looking at everything.
It's nothing. You collecting feed? Looks like the supplies haven't been coming in.
Again?
Yeah, the music is definitely amazing in this, and like I said, you know, the Chinese Room did this as well as Dear Esther. The music in that game just kind of sucks you in along with the story.
Heard anything on the radio about a flu outbreak?
I think both games were definitely beautifully done, not overly complicated, and I think that's a good thing because, speaking from my own personal standpoint, I used to be a huge gamer when I was younger. A lot of Call of Duty, you know, things like that, played some Halo. But as I got older, I found that, you know, I kind of just didn't have the same patience for video games that I once had. And so I look for things that are a little more low-key, that I can just kind of relax and do. I definitely hear a phone, but I don't see a phone. Where's the phone? But I just kind of like things that are a little less of something that kind of gives me anxiety. I feel like now when I play things like Tomb Raider or, you know, things that are super complex, it gives me a lot of anxiety. So I kind of like the direction some of these games are going. I just don't think a lot of people necessarily give them a chance. Okay, there has to be a phone around here somewhere. There we go.
Hello? Hello, is there anyone there? Can anyone hear me? Clive, it's Stephen Appleton. Are you there? Can you hear me? Over.
He's dead.
Come on, Clive, where are you?
He died.
Damn it. Kate, it's Stephen. Come in Tower 6. Kate, are you there? Kate? Anyone? Hello? Can anyone hear me? This is Dr. Stephen Appleton broadcasting from within the quarantine zone. Can anybody hear me? Over. Oh, God, no. No. Fucking hell, no!
Well, something very bad just happened to Stephen, I'm guessing. Yeah, definitely both games have incredible soundtracks. You know, I kind of appreciate the effort that goes into creating video games. Not something I have any experience in whatsoever, but if I could create a game, I think music has so much to do with overall gameplay and kind of how it affects people and the emotion behind it.
Appleton! What are you doing here? You thieving bastard. I knew it was you.
Listen, take everything you need. But then you have to leave. You don't understand. You can't be near me.
Painting these stupid little pictures. Stealing food. You always were a little prick.
Please, every second we're in proximity makes it worse. I'm a primary conduit.
You're a fucking disgrace. Come here!
Don't touch me, get off!
What's going on?
Come in here, Lord,
Jesus,
get over
Sam.
us! Thinking you're so much better
Sam,
than the
leave
rest of
me.
us.
No physical
you
contact.
and your stupid fucking missus!
Sam, stop
She's
it.
better than any of you!
Oh, okay.
Sam? Meg, please.
Don't come near me.
Meg!
Charlie!
Meg, wait!
Don't touch me!
Wait, please, you have to understand, it was an accident!
Get off her!
Let go, let's just go.
Charlie, you have to understand, it was an accident.
Just leave him. Leave him.
What have you done, Appleton, you bastard?
Come on, Charlie, let's just
Meg,
get out
Charlie,
of here.
please!
Wow, I think he covered all of the sins. An adulterer, a thief, all kinds of things going on there. Stephen's been a very bad boy. And I've lost the light again, so I have no idea. But I assume I'm going to have to go up this way. And I hear a radio. Oh yeah, having some depth to a video game definitely creates a much better experience.
Repeating over and over to myself in the dark, eating cold food from a can with my fingers. My name is Catherine Collins. I am Catherine Collins. As if I can force the world to acknowledge my existence. Time has ceased to exist in any real terms. I'm reduced to marking out the days on the walls. Like a cave woman.
Okie dokie. I feel like I'm gonna get hit by a train. Alright, Light, where are you going? What are we doing? Confused. I mean, is it supposed to do that? It leads me in one direction. I understand there was something that had to happen up there, but... just kind of, you know, back and forth. Yeah, see, I think that if we had more people that could understand the need for different and not just be about, oh, well, you know, we need a bunch of shooters and things. Like, those are fun. Those are great, you know, but I would like to see something different. I would like to see, you know, some more variety. And I think that's why I don't know if you guys ever have played PlayStation Home on the PS3 when it was available. You'll probably see on my YouTube channel, I have a bunch of PlayStation Home videos because I was definitely into that. Again, it's kind of more of a social, you know, just kind of do what you want. These open kind of environments are really nice.
How long I've got. Whatever he did, whatever the planes were carrying, it's burning my lungs. Probably some kind of nerve agent. I suspect it's only exposure to the pattern that has kept me alive this long. I'm making my way to Tower 6. I'm going to fuse the signals from the optical array. I just hope I can make it.
I think the one thing that Dear Esther had, definitely, I can't quite speak for this game yet, although I will say this is very emotionally complex. There's definitely a good story here. Dear Esther, I think, really made you feel deeply. Okay, again, light, what are we doing? I want to follow you, but you are confusing me. Oh, how I wish I could run, though. Seriously. Alright, well, back up the hill we go. At this point, I almost feel like the light is taunting me. Like, oh, you want to progress in this game? No, let's go walk all the way back down here, and then let's go up here. But in both games, I will say that the graphics, the way they played with the lighting, definitely amazing. Gives you kind of that range of emotion and being able to connect to the story more. I mean, it really just has all of the elements, and I think that's really great that they could accomplish that. And technology is amazing today. The way they've just been able to do that. You know, we didn't have that back in the days of Atari and, you know, the early Nintendo. Everything was just kind of what it was. Oh, can I sprint? Well, that's amazing. And sometimes trying to get these things to do what it's supposed to do is a little... Like you just gotta hold it at a certain angle and let it do its thing.
Darling Stephen, I don't know if you'll ever listen to this. Maybe you've decided to stay with Kate, and I can't blame you for that. But I can't wait for you either. I've got to think about the baby.
The baby?
And, well, I should have left a long time ago. I've run out of excuses for not leaving now.
What baby?
I do love you, Stephen.
When did this happen?
And I hope you find peace one way or another. Oh, there's planes coming.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to try that because this slow walking stuff, it's for the birds. Okay, it's pitch black. Okay, yeah, that seems a little faster. Alright, so Lizzie's gone. But I'm not sure exactly where my light went either. So... Wait, didn't I come from that direction? I'm definitely confused. Oh. I'll tell you, my PS4 is, new. It took me a long time to get in with the in crowd and be able to upgrade to the PS4. So I can't really say that I have a whole lot of recommendations. Like I said, after I finish this, okay, I'm running around in circles now. After I finish this, I'm going to go ahead and do a broadcast of Dear Esther. That one's good. I want to try, what is that? There's another story-based game kind of like Dear Esther called Gone Home, I believe. Then there's the Vanishing of Ethan Carter that looks really good. I've not purchased either one of those as of yet. They're $20, and I'm kind of sitting on those, waiting to see if maybe they go on sale sometime soon. I mean, I feel like these concept games are really great. I purchased this one today because of the fact that, you know, it was less than $6 with PlayStation Plus. I don't feel like that, you know, a whole lot of money in something that's more of a concept game. But when you're looking at something that's maybe like $20, you know, it's a bit pricey for something that's a little shorter and not so complex. Ooh, hello. Are we at the end here? I feel like we may be at the end. Yeah, see, I definitely want to play that.
When I was a kid, my dad found a fox. It had been hit by a car and couldn't walk anymore. My mum would spare, of course, made him keep it in the shed. He was already slipping away from us then. He spent hours with that fox, telling it all about Italy and the villages they bombed there. I was jealous, I think. The fox got more of my dad than I did.
Where'd he go?
But it was dying, that was clear. So one day, I snuck out, took it a sandwich for food. I was only 8. When it bit me, I remember the anger, the shock, the hurt. Running in, screaming from the garden. My mum panicking about rabies. My dad beat it to death with a spade.
Oh, London. Nice. I am American. Not to offend anybody, but I wish I weren't.
I done it, Ken, it was hurting you.
I hate to say that.
It's just a poor, dumb, dying animal.
You know, I would definitely like to move out of the country if I could.
It doesn't know it's hurting
Mostly
us.
political reasons, I think.
Christ help us, it's left the valley.
Aside from
It's
that,
everywhere
America's
now.
great.
It's been 3 hours since the planes went over. I haven't been able to reach anyone on the shortwave. I'm beginning to think I may have made a terrible miscalculation.
Now, my father was actually French. So, despite my very American accent, you know, I do speak a little French. I can't say that I'm very fluent, however. Probably get around if I were in France, at least to some degree.
What are you? You understand me, don't you? Well, there's no one left. Just me. You know what this is? What I'm gonna do? You want light? Fine. I'll give you light. After me,
I
there's no
am going to be 35
You'll
this
be all
month.
alone again. Forever.
I feel
Like before.
I feel very old in comparison to a lot of
taken
people I
everyone I've
think
ever
that
loved from me.
I encounter on
You made me
PlayStation.
do things I never even
You
thought
know,
I was
a
capable of.
lot of younger people.
But if you think I'm
a
coming
little
with you-
older, so I'm kind of in that odd in between, I guess.
Stop.
So yeah, if anybody wants to add me on PlayStation, it's AceFem, AceFem. Same thing on my YouTube channel. Definitely stay tuned if you want to see Dear Esther. If you haven't played it, or you know, even if you have, if you just kind of want to walk through it with me, that'd be great. Yeah, definitely. Wow, are we floating in space? This is neat. It feels as if the room has disappeared and it's just kind of not a solid thing anymore. Oh, so
This is
pretty.
Catherine Collins. I don't know if anyone will ever hear this. It's all over. I'm the only one left.
Well, apparently it's not all over if she's left behind. Okay, so we have awesome sky here. Lots of floaty things. Okay, this certainly has to be the end of the game. Everything's kind of dark and pretty yet ominous, so I'm guessing this is it. Can I go in the store? No. Wow, somebody got a little crazy with the sidewalk chalk. Okay. this way. Well, thank you, Mr. Roberts. I definitely appreciate that. I do plan on, if possible, visiting Ireland this summer. I actually have a friend that moved from here, where I'm at in St. Louis, Missouri. Met him a very nice Irish gal and got married, and they have a family, and they live in Dublin. Oh yes, Brothers. I am so glad that you brought that up. Brothers is a great game. I do not know if it's available on PS4. I did play it on PS3. And yes, that is a fabulous game. It takes a lot of dexterity and coordination to play it, and it is a heartbreaking tale. But I recently discovered that they have that game now as an Android app game as well.
I watched the pattern lean in and time slow to almost nothing. I saw the flame leap from Stephen's hand and the moment hang in the air forever. I watched his face, and in the last second, I almost believe he saw me. He wasn't frightened or angry. I remember his expression, just like I remember it from the first time, early that morning when he woke and, still half sleeping, said, "God, I love you." And I loved him as he entered the fire, and I let him go, knowing I wasn't ready to join him. We have held time to ourselves here in this place.
So wait,
held the light to the ground because we were afraid of the coming dark. But now we understand that to cling to the light is not living. I've spent my life watching the illumination from a million dead stars reaching for me without grasping this meaning.
Oh, see, good to know.
The light
I am
we
so
cast
glad that you told me that,
transcends
because that
our
is
death.
an excellent game. Also,
pattern
beautiful
made by our
graphics.
living creates a bridge
Interesting
across the
story. Like I said, great conceptual gameplay, considering that you have to use both the analog sticks. Makes it very difficult. But at the same time, once you get the hang of it, you know, well, I'm going to ruin it, but yes, it was a great game. I have GTA 5, and it's been so long since I played it because I originally played it on PS3, and I feel like I kind of have to learn how to play it all over again because the last time I attempted to play it, I just did not do too well. I felt like I had lost all game playing ability when I played that game. Okay, so I'm not sure exactly where I'm going at this point in time. Perhaps I missed something. I don't know.
On the plane, Stephen leaned across me and pointed out the window. "Down there," he said. "That's home." But all I saw were patches of color. I don't think until this moment that I understood that one could contain the other so completely.
Okay. Yeah, see, The Last Guardian, again, something I definitely want to play. I'm kind of sitting on it a little bit. It is $60. You know, I just feel like games today are pretty expensive, and kind of being a little older, I'm used to paying a lot less money for games.
I watched a butterfly dancing in a strip of sunlight. All of its life contained in a single day. The blink of an eye between the ebb of the darkening tide.
Yes, I do have kids. I have 4 of them, actually. My oldest one will be 18 next month. I also have a 14-year-old, an 11-year-old, and a 7-year-old. So all across the board. Another reason why I don't feel compelled to spend too much on video games, mostly because the boys are definitely gamers. My oldest one, you know, he has his own job, he makes his own money, spends a lot on video games because he has no bills and responsibilities. You know, that's great, good for him, glad he can do that. I, on the other hand, have bills and responsibilities, so therefore I cannot afford to drop $60 on a game. Makes me kind of sad, you know, because I would like to be able to, but that's just kind of the way things go. Okay, I'm not really sure. I keep feeling like I'm going back and forth here. Not entirely sure where I'm supposed to go. Wait, so you have The Last Guardian for the PS3? Okay, I have no idea what I'm missing. I'm obviously missing something, because I feel like the game should have concluded at this point. Got a lot of sparkly stuff up this way, so I will go this way. Oh yeah, well, the teenage years are always fun. You know, I can't say that my teenagers are that bad. Honestly, I think I'm pretty blessed in that respect, that they're pretty good kids. Definitely addicted to games, the boys. The girls, not as much. They like them, but my youngest one, she's a Minecraft fanatic. My 14-year-old daughter, she's not much of a gamer, really. I think her focus is social media more than anything. The whole Instagram and, you know, that whole thing. Okay, where... I feel so very utterly confused here. I would certainly like to just go ahead and start Dear Esther, but I'm trying to figure this out. We've got light, it is everywhere. I am married but divorcing. My current husband and I decided that quite some time ago. We're still living together because we have debts to take care of and, you know, things of that nature. However, we definitely get along very well, just not in a romantic way. So we're just, I don't know, I guess mature adults and can handle that situation. Whereas perhaps some people, I guess, when they find themselves in a position where they don't want to be married anymore, I guess they don't know how to deal with that. And yeah, see, I didn't even know that there was another original version of that game. Okay, I feel like I'm going places that I maybe shouldn't be going. Oh, hold on. Is the gate locked? Can I open it? Tell me, where am I supposed to go? I must have missed something. I don't know. I feel like I should have been carried to the stars already or something. This way? It looks very bright up here. Oh, here we go. I don't know how I missed this. Oh, weren't I in here earlier? No, maybe not.
It reaches out from the shadow of the tower, across the observatory, over the valley, and consumes the world. Everything is light now. Everything has come to rest. The world is scored by the traces we carved into it. Our presence is everywhere, the bridge joining our stories. This world existed before we came to it, and it will continue without us. In the empty fields and houses, our traces radiate, and others will come to dance in the light we cast. We can slip away gently, unafraid, knowing that everything will continue.
Well, I don't know what there is to continue if everyone's gone, but... Alright, well, we'll keep walking up the road and, see how that goes. Yeah, I definitely do enjoy a good puzzle-based game, so I will have to check that one out. Is that it? Am I finally there at the end? It appears to be so. Alright, we're going to do this one last time. There was one that I had seen on the PlayStation Store. I don't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but it looked really good. And it did appear to be more of a puzzle slash story type game.
Failure to touch, to belong. But it doesn't matter anymore. Everybody is gone, and we will join them. We are born apart, driftwood on the banks of an endless dark ocean, and we will be carried away by the swell soon enough. But in between, in the single day of living, that dancing in a strip of sunlight, we can
Oh,
find
definitely,
what we miss.
Mr. Roberts. I always try to keep that positive outlook. Like I said, the husband and I were still very much friends. We're mature adults. You know, we have children, and you know, we definitely do what's best for them. We just can't be together anymore in a romantic way. We kind of live our own lives, despite the fact that we're still kind of stuck living together for now. It's an odd situation. I'm sure a lot of people don't understand that, but you know, it's just how things work and function, and yeah, so I don't really see it as a bad thing. It only becomes kind of a sticky issue, you know, when you're trying to date. There's not a whole lot of people that are really understanding of the situation, but you know, what can you do? Alright, so that was the end of Everybody's Gone to Rapture. Thank you guys for watching. I am going to go ahead and do Dear Esther. So I will be back momentarily. Let's see. Mention gone home. Oh, yeah, no, that doesn't bother me at all. Same-sex relationships, I'm a very open-minded person. My opinion, as long as two people are not harming anyone else and they are of legal age to make their own decisions, then please, by all means, it does not bother me. Yeah, so I will be back momentarily. I will play Dear Esther. If you guys want to join me there, that would be great. If not, it has been a pleasure. Like I said, you can add me on PlayStation. And thanks.
Mama finally got done with it.
Oh, I'm still on air. That's great. So I can just switch on over to